right today.
What have you seen out of their quarterback, especially maybe in comparison to having seen him last year?
Right. He's only gotten better, obviously. He's really good at everything. You know, he's a guy that I think he's got really good accuracy. I think that he's been extremely productive. I think he leads the nation in a lot of categories, which is it's telling. You know, he's a guy that's mobile enough. You know, I think he's a good athlete. You know, he's got a good pocket presence, understands where pressure's coming from, steps away from it. I think they've given up the least amount of sacks as an offensive unit in the Pac-12, which is saying a lot considering they've had a lot of reps. You know, and they've thrown the ball a lot. You know, so he's a great challenge for us. We're excited about it.
Looking back at it on film, how happy were you with the defensive line switches, putting Tackhurst in there and then Owa inside?
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a really good job. They affected the quarterback. I wouldn't say on every pass play, but pretty much. You know, they were getting to the backfield. And in the run game, too. Starting to play on their side of the line of scrimmage a little bit more. Getting a little bit more knockback. They were a little bit more aggressive. So it was, it was great to see them step up and play at a higher level.
When you look at the film, what was the biggest factor in that success in comparing to the past weeks?
I think it's just the guys are just gaining a better understanding of what we're doing. You know, I think that's part of it. I think, too, it's just they want to inflict their will a little bit, you know, and they're tired of the way it's kind of gone as of late. So, you know, they're creating the change, which is it's a byproduct of what I get to see out here every day, which is very cool.
It seemed like there was a little bit more disguise built into it, like showing blitz and then backing out of it. Was that something that's just kind of been building towards this season, or is it something you...
A little bit, you know, and Cal, they chuck the ball a little bit more, so they give you more opportunities to do stuff like that. You know, and obviously the more that we can win first down, which we were better at versus Cal, we can get teams into more passing situations where we can do more things, coverage-wise, pressure-wise, the whole gamut. So, but it all comes down to you got to earn the right to do those sorts of things, and you got to win first down, which last week we did.
Is that something you can duplicate this week when you're going up against an offense that doesn't run the ball that much?
I hope so. Yeah. I think that, you know, our guys are capable. There's no doubt, and they're working their butt off out here in practice, and they got a great attitude. I'm excited about them creating a little bit of momentum now and get this thing going.
When they have a guy that they rely on so much in the pass game, like Spruce,
right?
What kind of stuff can you do to take away a top option like that? Do you focus a lot of attention on them, or do you just try to go, you know, trust that you can go one-on-one, and then that way you get more pressure?
Right. It's a little bit of everything, you know. I mean, obviously you can tweak your coverages because he's an exceptional receiver, and you got to account for him. You can get the matchups that you want from a personnel standpoint. There's lots of different ways that you can try to handle a guy like that. At the end of the day, you know, he's going to be a great challenge no matter what we do.
What does he do so well?
Great route runner. Yeah, great feel for coverage. You know, he's one of those guys that just he finds that little soft spot, and when he gets there and the ball's delivered, which this quarterback does a good job of, he's got great hands.
It really seemed like he was blitzing a bit more last week. He kind of got the quarterback a couple times almost. How was he kind of taken to that role? Have you seen him adjust to that quickly?
Yeah, I mean, he loves the pressure. You know, sometimes you look at him and you think, there's no way this guy can blitz. There's no way this guy can be the eighth man in the box and support the run, but he keeps proving all of us wrong. You know, he's just, for being the size he is, he's extremely physical, he's aggressive, great tackler. So, yeah, he's been a great addition to our group.
Tell us about the head sack fumble this week.
What's that?
Tell us about the head sack fumble against Cal. How has he progressed from 10 to now?
He's finally starting to feel healthy. You know, that's the biggest thing with Ellis. He was dealing with his knee, which was just a constant hindrance to him, and it would limit his reps. And then when he doesn't have as many reps that he needs, he's a guy that's just an enormous human being, and so he just gets bigger. You know, so the fact that he's gotten healthier, he's dropped some weight, and he's in better shape, and you're seeing that on Saturdays now.
What are the signs specifically that you could tell he had kind of gotten over the hump?
Just the way he runs around, you know, you can tell. I mean, we all see it out here, see it on Saturdays. When he starts limping around, you know that thing's bothering him really bad because he's a tough kid. And for him to labor as much as he does at times, you know it hurts him. And just seeing his gait open up and him run with a lot more ease, you know he's getting healthier.
one of those things too that the more weight he drops and the healthier he feels, that knee starts to feel a little bit better too? There's not as much obviously pressure
Absolutely.
on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all interconnected, no doubt.